Okay, so it's raining outside, and I thought it would be the perfect time to talk about what I want to become and who I want to be and what I want to do before I turn 26. Because the moment I turn 26, I'm going to hit all these things I want to accomplish while I'm at that age. So, if you don't know me, I'm a professional iPhone photographer here in Nashville, Tennessee. I make pretty good money. I literally just hit my high point of making $5,000 a month with iPhone photography. Now, in the beginning, I used to make $75 a month, zero. And, that was how I started off. Now I'm making $5,000 a month, which is awesome. So, I wanted to talk about now that I got kind of where I want to be, but I want to make more money. My goal is to make $10,000 a month, and it sounds crazy to most. It sounds crazy to people back in Ohio. I'm sure it sounds crazy. It's my dog, sorry. Say hello, Tara. Say hello, Mama. Hello. Yeah, so I want to reach beyond my goals and make more money, be satisfied, and be wealthy. Like, at the end of the day, I want to be wealthy and I want to help people. That is my number one goal. That sounds like more than one goal. I don't even know why I even said that. I'm still learning how to talk on YouTube, so bear with me. So before I turn 26, I want my mindset to grow every day. I want to read more. I want to be more of a doer more and become healthy and wealthy. Like, that's just basically the main takeaway. And when I say like read more, I mean like the books that I've read so far this year: Rich Dad Poor Dad, Emotional Intelligence 2.0. I'm currently reading How to Become Bulletproof, and those books already have changed my life. So, Secret Life of a Millionaire. That book is amazing and such eye-opening and financially a game changer. I feel like when I read books, it's like I up another level in life and the opportunities become more available to my eyes. Like, I can see, I am woke. And it sucks because growing up, we're not raised, especially in the Black community, we're not raised to think that way. We're not raised or taught or even have the blink of the moment to even see ourselves in that kind of environment. And I want to be the game changer for that too. And that's why it's so important for me to learn more on the financial side of things, because I feel like if I know more, it'll be more and more easier to get to where I want to get to when it comes to wealth. Doing more. I want to do more. Like, for example, I want to start making more passive income for myself, and I need to do it. Like, I have the opportunity to start teaching more one-on-one, to help people learn step by step how to be a professional iPhone photographer. I could teach. I just haven't done it. I don't know why. Like, there's just something, I guess, holding me back. Maybe just because I just don't know everything that I'm doing, or maybe I just don't have a plan. And I feel like once I have a plan, it's easier for me to do. And so that's exactly what I'm doing it. And so I'm going to start having classes on this account called Teachable, where it'd be easy access for anyone to see, I guess, monthly cool things that they can learn how to use their iPhone and legit make it look good. I can even probably like put my editing tips on there, because why not? I feel like that is the key takeaway to making all my photos look versatile, because I don't do just 4 particular types of photography. I do like everything, and I would love to help others in that aspect with just using your iPhone, or if you have a camera, you could use your camera too. I edit everything on Lightroom, so that, doing more. And then I have started selling my presets before in the past, but I guess it became difficult on how to like put everything on there. And so now I found a way to make it a little easier, and I'm going to start putting more on there and advertising it better too as well. It's all going to come together. It's all going to come together. So I'm doing more. I want to do more, and also doing more as far as like doing more workouts. And I want to go to the gym. like 3 or 4 times a week and doing more. So that's what I mean by doing more, instead of saying it and not doing anything about it. Becoming healthy and wealthy is so important to me because I want my body to match up to my wealth, if that makes any sense. You know, like they say, if you over exceed your expenses and don't make enough for income, you're gonna be broke. No different from eating food. If you're gonna eat more calories and not burn anything, you're gonna become fat. You're gonna become obese. And you know, it doesn't match up. You know what I'm saying? So I want it all to match up, my health and my wealth. So I don't want any excuses in my ears of why I can't do this or why I can't do that. It can be done. And so that is another thing that I really want to start working on. And I'm not saying that I'm there. I'm not even saying like my expenses are more than my wealth, but I just don't want it to get to that point again, you know, because that I sometimes overexpend everything, and I need to make sure I keep at a budget or come up with a method that's easier for me to stick to, so that way I won't be in the dark, deep hole again. So another thing that I really want to work on before I turn 26, I'm actually currently working on right now, but I want to like master it. I want to be better at it, and I want to build these good habits to make sure that they turn into good habits. So another one is stop blaming, complaining, and justifying. So I say that repeatedly a lot because I want others to understand that as well, especially in the Black community. And for example, I feel like if I had that mindset of blaming, complaining, and justifying, I feel like I won't get any further with my career as an iPhone photographer. It would have sounded freaking impossible. But for example, if I were to blame others for the reason why I am not getting any clients, for example, if I said, oh, it's because I'm Black, or oh, it's because I'm in a community full of white people and no one wants to work with me. Like, if I blame others, or if I justify it, or if I keep complaining about that and saying this is the reason why I'm not successful, I probably would have never gotten where I am today. And I'm glad that I am where I'm at today. You know, I don't blame nobody. I don't judge anybody. And I think to be successful, depending on your what you're doing, if the service is versatile for everybody, let it be versatile for everybody, if you know what I'm saying. It's good to be that way. So I'm glad that I didn't keep that mindset, because I know a lot of people that have that mindset, and that's what keeps them from thinking it's ever going to work for them, or they're never going to see to their full potential, or they question why it just doesn't work, and they think, oh, it's because of this. Like, I'm always going to think this. Like, sometimes my family members have that mindset, and I try to stay away from that mindset because I don't want to have that mindset, because anything's possible for anybody if you put your mind to it, literally. As you can see, another thing that I'm working on too is I want to work on passive income, and that is why I want to start doing online classes. There's so many other tutoring websites that help create a platform for others to teach others, and they can start getting paid whatever amount. And I want to make, obviously, mine's reasonable for everybody, not an arm and a leg. I want people to have an access to where they can get all the details from me. And I have no problem being open and sharing about it in those particular classes for people who are paying, obviously. And so as a person who's doing iPhone photography, I learn and grow every single day. So why not help others with me learn with me? I mean, you see me at square zero, and now I am not all the way at the top, but I'm making movement, I'm making progress. And if you want to make progress with me, you know, I will be happy to share, especially if you're paying. And I am happy to share on YouTube as well, but there's so much I could share, you know what I mean? And so that is a form of making passive income. Meanwhile, I'm also making money on Instagram and Facebook Reels. So every time I make a reel, I get a little something for it. It's not a lot, but it's something. And I want everyone else to be aware that passive income is the way to life, to be honest. My next thing that I'm wanting to work on is balancing everything. And that is one of my biggest struggles I currently go through. And that's why I'm like MIA sometimes. And that's why I'm like, you know, saying this, that, oh, I'll give your photos in 1 to 3 days, and then something happens and it's actually 4 days. I don't know why. I hate that. And I like sticking to my word. my morals, and I hate saying things that ain't happening because I don't like when others do that. So why would I want to do it to somebody else? So balancing everything, my me time, my networking time, my social media time, my photography time, my workout time, going out to bond or support with, friends out and about, and cleaning my house and relationship. Like all of that needs to be balanced. And I tell myself, you can't always do all those things in one day. You have to figure out a way to do certain things on certain days. And so that's one thing that I've been trying to like work on, and I'm currently like in the midst of getting that all together. It's basically time management. There, I said it. I need to be better at time management. Another thing that I've also been working on is gratitude, patience, and trying to get work done. So gratitude, I sometimes forget, sometimes I'll get so carried away with other things that I forget how blessed or lucky I am in right now. Like, I don't work a 9 to 5 job. My job is literally doing a shoot for at least an hour. I get paid, and that's my day. And I can sometimes have 2 to 3 if I wanted to. I can have one person in a day, because I have other things I have to do and attend to. So I can't always have like 3 or 4 clients every single day, if you know what I'm saying. I'll lose my brains. But having that opportunity in the palm of my hands is like awesome and a blessing. Don't get me wrong, there's up days and there's down days, like rainy days. Sometimes they're down days, but then sometimes I could always like schedule a shoot indoors. But anyways, like gratitude, I'm trying to be thankful for where I'm even at. There's some photographers don't even have that level or don't even have that many clients, and I understand and I get that. And so I'm trying to be appreciative of where I'm at, and I want to grow more and I want to do more. And being aware of where I'm at is so important. And like 4 years ago, I was in college and doing serving job, and it sucked, and that's not what I wanted to do. But like I said, I'm having gratitude and being very thankful for where I'm at. My car even working, even though my car sucks, but it's working at least. Being thankful for that, because that's my transportation. So that's the key focus too as well. Patience is another key focus that I'm trying to focus on, is being patient. And I always say to people, like, why isn't Apple hiring me? Like, why aren't they making me their ambassador? Everything happens for a reason, and everything works at a certain time for a reason. Because if I got a bunch of tattoos, that's where most of my money went when I first started becoming successful in photography, which is not a big deal, it's not that bad. It was the time for that. But now my money's going straight towards bills and saving up for insurances and all that stuff. And I am very glad that I am where I'm at right now with that and making the money that I am making now. Because I've read books where it said, if you can't handle your small payments or your small money that you're making and it's gone in the blink of the eye, how do you expect to handle bigger payments? Like, if you can't handle saving money when it's small, how can you expect to handle money when it's a lot? You know what I'm saying? And so patience is key. It's true. And I'm glad that relationship wise, I've went through bad relationships to understand and appreciate the good, because I have an incredible relationship with an incredible person, and it's not just him that I have to worry on, it's me. It's a maintenance thing. I have to understand why I'm feeling a certain way, how can I approach this, how can I communicate this. And I felt like those 5 years of not ever being in a real relationship has paid off, because it gave me time to take a step back and be like, I'm going to be like this next time, or I'm going to talk like this next time. And I all those bad relationships, there were some bad parts of my end too. And I was able to recognize those things and try to be better for my next relationship. So patience is key. And I understand that now, and it makes sense. So if Apple isn't hiring me, that's fine. I'm going to pave my own way and help others for as long as I can, and be valuable to others and inspire others. Shooting on the iPhone, you can make a career out of it. Getting work done. I really need to work on getting work done. There's small tasks that you are used to doing, like scrolling on Facebook and liking, commenting, and engaging. But sometimes I get so carried away in scrolling and looking at things and observing things for a very long time that 2 hours, 3 hours will pass by, and I'm like, oh man, I should have used some of that time to read or do this and do that. It messes up my time management so bad. And so I really need to like, and that's why I create a calendar where in a blue marker, I like make accomplishments for every day. Like I need to like put down accomplishments, like reading counts for me, a certain amount of reading. And so I try to like write on it and be like, okay, I've read this much. That's an accomplishment. Doing dishes is not an accomplishment. It's something that you should be doing every single day anyways. But like another accomplishment is I went to this networking event, you know, or I cleaned a little bit my Instagram page, and you know that counts too because it goes a long way. It helps your growth, it helps your business. And so those are things that I try to focus on as far as like getting work done. And if I don't see any blue marks on my calendar, then I know I'm not accomplishing anything that's helping me, and I'm not getting closer and closer to this my goal. Like for example, starting my Teachable page, I'm going to start that today. That's going to be an accomplishment. That's starting it, you know. That's getting work done, like work that actually will help you in the future, in the long run. My last thing that I want to talk about, and I will leave you guys to your life, is self-love. And I felt like I really got a glimpse of that one time for 4th of July when a friend of mine recorded us, me and my boyfriend. They recorded us, and I looked at that video like 1,000 times because I normally don't get recorded. I'm a photographer. I mean, I take my own photos, do my own selfie, whatever. But it's different when someone else records you doing something and you're just smiling or like laughing or whatever. I looked at myself and I was like, that's me? That's me? And I was just like, well, because I'm thrown off by like how I look. If I judge myself from a third person perspective, I was like, I look gorgeous. Okay, she's beautiful. Congrats to you. And it's like, I don't normally ever say that to myself. I normally don't. Well, I'm just not used to seeing myself. And so it sounds weird, but I think it's good when people actually, your friend or whatever who's around you, should record you more every now and then, you know, especially when you're all dressed up or going somewhere or whatever. Record yourself more and look at yourself from a third person perspective. Like it's a game changer, and it makes me love myself more. Like I want to keep taking care of myself. I like my style. I like the way I look. Excuse me. I like my style, I like the way I look. I love my tattoos. I appreciate me. I love me. I would never let some fool be involved with me, you know? I want to be around the right people. I want to be around people with the right mindset because I want myself to grow every single day. And that is basically those goals that I have for myself before I turn 26. I want to remind myself, you are a badass bitch. Not in no cocky way, but like you've done so much to get yourself here. All you should do is literally keep pushing yourself up because there's still so much more that I could do. There's so much more that I could show to the world and inspire others. And so that is basically what is summing up to the things that I really want to focus on before I turn 26, because I want this shit to be set in stone. I want this to be clear to everybody, and this is why I post stuff like this on YouTube, so you guys can see my growth and my progress. And I'm talking about it now like it's an affirmation in a way, so take this into consideration for yourself as well, and maybe this could be useful to you too. I don't want to repeat words. As well. Anyways, but thank you guys for watching my YouTube. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you feel the same. If you want to add something about what I should probably add on that list of things before I turn 26, which is tomorrow, feel free to leave a comment if you want. But don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like this, and it'll help me out a long way. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm glad that it stopped raining.